Right. So, having mentioned the spine and the belly, what I already touched on a little bit is the topic of breath. Also, here you can find a whole universe about breath exercise, about breathing. I just like to invite you to try out what works for you. One thing to keep in mind, just generally, is that whenever your exhale is longer than your inhale, so I give you an example for that. If you do the breath like that, so you have a shorter inhale and a longer exhale, the more relaxed your body will get. Because what it does is it soothes your nervous system, it calms down your heartbeat and everything. If you do that on a frequent basis, regularly, you can calm yourself down. The exact opposite happens if you inhale longer than if you exhale. So, for example, if I do right? So, whenever you inhale more than you exhale, it means that you're pushing your body. So, you can try that out just to find out what it feels like and to really be able to find the difference. Because once you're able and have this awareness to feel it within your own body, then you can start from there and look up whichever exercise is the best fit for you in your current situation. If it's, for example, a moment after lunch where you feel a little bit tired and the food is just in your stomach, your body's processing the food, it's a natural reaction of the body to also allow the bloodstream to go into the stomach. So automatically what will happen is you will feel a little bit more tired, which some people then take to take a nap, which is perfectly fine, of course. But if you're in a situation where you just can't do a nap, or you just want to feel energized again after having eaten, for example, you can take breath work also in order to not only exercise but to energize your body, knowing how it works, and also here, just a short note: if you feel tired after eating, as I said as an example, it is totally fine to take the time out, to take a nap or whatever your body is asking you to do in that moment. And that is something that you should always be aware of, that your body is already telling you what it wants and what it needs, what fits and what doesn't. So also here, just a reminder to be gentle. And if you want to push yourself outside a comfort zone, which is great, I congratulate you. Congratulate you. Yeah, on that decision, which is always cool and awesome if you want to change yourself. Just keep in mind that your body, you only have this one physical body. So you can choose either to take the body into your decision as a parameter, or you can just push forward, which would not be healthy. So just try to find the balance in between honoring the limits and boundaries of your physical body, of your physical state, of your emotional state at that moment, and at the same time find the sweet spot where you're pushing yourself out of the comfort zone just so much that you're leaving the comfort zone but not overextending your body or whatever needs you have in that situation. All right? Right. So, short summary for the breath at that stage. Just in general, if you are walking through life, just try to stay aware on how you're breathing. Especially if you just try, first of all, just try out to notice if you're inhaling longer or if you're exhaling longer. I could tell you what you will find out, but maybe you want to find out for yourself. Because actually, the moments in which you realize that, for example, you're inhaling more or longer than you're exhaling, you're probably in a drive mode. You're like getting things done. And that in itself is great. However, you can still be in a doing mode, even if you're controlling your breath at the time. And by that, ensure that your body is in balance with your current environment, your current situation.